Right, I'm making bias binding from a piece of fabric that I'm going to use to make a baby bed blanket. So what I've done here is I've cut a fat quarter out of my favourite colour. So a fat quarter is a yard of fabric which has been cut into 4 pieces. So you can get long quarters, so you've got a 36 inch is 1 yard. So you've got 4 long pieces of 9 inch wide fabric, or a fat quarter. So that's the long quarter, and our fat quarter is 18 inches and whatever width the fabric is. So here what I've done is I've cut an angle at 45 degrees. So you can do it a variety of ways. So let's get rid of that piece there. What we can do is we use our cutting mats and just lay it on the 45-degree line. You get these cutting rulers with different markings on them, can you see? 45 and 30 and 60. And you can use that to help you, give you the measurements that you need. So if I lay that 45, can you see there? That 45 line on the fabric, I can cut along there. So then just measure it 2 inches across. It does get a bit tricky with that. So what I found was, I found a 2 inch wide ruler, and I'm going to place it along my fabric and draw the lines. So flip it over to the side I want. I don't want lines on my good side. Not that they'll stay, because they'll be removed once I cut along them. So just keep marking. So I've got this pen, because it's an erasable pen. It's not going to mark my fabric, just in case I do have an incident with them. But I do need to see these lines, because these are the lines I'm going to sew along. So keep my 45 line that I made. Oh, let me show you the 45 line. So all I did was place the 2 inch wide ruler onto the cutting mat, and I've just basically made sure it is 2 inches wide, and I've just drawn from the corner to 2 inches along the ruler to give me a 45-degree line. So there we go. Okay, so allow that to dry so you don't smudge it. The Sharpies dry quite quickly. So then continue on and just mark. Now it looks quite faint at the moment, this chalk line, because it's wet, but it will come out darker when we get to the sewing machine. And if you do make a mistake, what's great about this marking pen, what's great about this marking pen is you can delete any marks. So I missed that. So we've got a couple of marks here there that we can delete with the eraser. Not sure what the eraser is. I would guess it's probably just water. Whatever it is, it's great. So just continue on with our straight lines. Make sure they're all at 45 degrees. That's it. And one last one there. Okay. We may be able to go on if we wanted to. Let's just continue on. Okay, so we can't continue on beyond that. Right, so lid back on there. Let's grab some pins. And what we want to do now is go to the pointed side, good sides together. We're going to fold over our fabric, fold it over, and we're going to join those lines at the bottom, but we want that corner to meet with the first line, so not the corner, we want that corner to meet the first line there. So then we can create a tube. So it's a bit, might be hard to see, but can you see there? Okay, so it's going to be twisted because it doesn't want to fall like that. Can you see how it really just doesn't want to fall like that? So it's going to start going to get twisted, but persevere. So we're going to pull that along, and we're going to get that. Can you see how it's gone darker now? I'm going to get that mark onto there. Now they don't actually match. You won't find they will match exactly. They go to a crisscross. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that crisscross there? So it crosses over, but I'm going to pin at the crosses anyway to make sure that it's already tricky enough with it being twisted. And because it's cut on a bias, you're tempted to pull, so don't pull at your fabric. You will ruin the bias sewing, the bias tape. So carry on with all that. And then you should get that to the end. Now, because we carried on and it doesn't come to the end, does it? Oh, there we go. Just doesn't want to. Just doesn't want to match up. We have gone over. We'll go over anyway. Right. So now we've got a twisted tube. It's very mangled. So what you want to do is very carefully sew along this line. Okay, very carefully. Don't pull your fabric, don't pull. The feed dogs will do what they need to do and keep the fabric moving fluidly through the machine. So you just sew along those lines, remove the pins as you get to them, and then we will cut, and we will start cutting from here at the pointed side, and we will start cutting along our line. And when you get to it, you'll see it just carries on as a continuous, going round and round and round in spiral.